tell y'all about the first time I ever got approached by a girl. And it's crazy because I wasn't raised like that. Man, this one gonna be good, man. Make sure you guys click like and subscribe and join the Raw family. Back, guys. Let's get it. So back with another one. Make sure you guys go click like and subscribe and join the Raw family. I'm him. I'm King Chulo, man, and I got another story for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. All my stories are real and authentic, nothing duplicated. Can't be duplicated. This shit happened. This is my life. This shit real. The time I got approached for the first time about a girl. And for a particular amount of reasons, their names will be disguised. But yeah, bro was like he was in the immediate circle. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we had spots and shit like that, and you know, a nigga thugging it. You know what I'm saying? Nigga kicking it, nigga making paper. You know, at this time, man, we finessing niggas and all type of shit. Like, this shit was crazy. But we had a spot, man, or whatever, man, and you know, we kicking it one night, we feeling good. But like, shit, let's goddamn barbecue. Like, hell yeah. Like, shit, at this time, you know, I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm an occasional drinker now. I'm a light drinker now, you know what I'm saying? So, but back then, it was up. Like, we was drinking goddamn hen dog every night and all type of shit, man. And so, you know, us being fellas, you know what I'm saying? Shit, everybody call up females, you know what I'm saying? But see, one thing about me though, let me tell y'all how I operate. I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to get comfortable, man. Just chill here. I got homegirls for real. You know what I'm saying? And they the type of homegirl, like if they bring friends with them, then it's good because, you know, they already know how I operate. You know, I'm very out the way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put on no show for nobody. You know what I'm saying? This ain't flex wars for me. And this ain't no type of cap-ad lame shit. You spell me? But, everybody invited you know, a group of girls out. You know what I'm saying? And, one of the homies had one particular girl, man. And this girl was eyeing me down. Like, And you know how you could be walking and, you laughing and kicking it, but you know what I'm saying? I've always been taught, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I was a jit, like I could look straight ahead, right? But I'm looking this way, this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking over who I'm talking to. I'm already tall, so you know what I'm saying? I'm looking over who I'm talking to, all type of shit, right? I'm like, damn, this girl just keep watching me. You know what I'm saying? So, we had a good time that night. I know we had a good time that night. Everybody ate good, music, we played cards, and, you know, bro, them had they little selected fuse or whatever. I left that night, and went to my sister's house. I believe I left that night. Yeah. Um, in my mind, I'm like, damn, so, the homie brought the girl, brought her to the party and shit. You know what I'm saying, to the gathering or whatever. I'm like, damn, I wonder do they got something going on? You know what I'm saying? But I ain't the type of nigga gonna ask no nigga about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? All my events, like majority of them, has, you know what I'm saying? It'll come back. Like if somebody want to fuck with you, it gonna come back through the circle some kind of way. Like, oh yeah, such and such was over here, and she was over here at the event. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah. Shout to say what's up, man. She told me to give you her number, like type shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I none goddamn heard for no girl, man. Like this, I don't even understand how this conflict of interest come in. So it round by, everybody, they do their thing or whatever. So around about a week later, this motherfucker come over there. The chick, right? She come over there. She came to kick it with bro. I know they, what I'm saying? He probably was in that handling business or whatever, but I wasn't studying shit. You know what I'm saying? But as she walking by, it's the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I can see that shit. I'm like, man, this motherfucker hell gonna get a nigga jammed. So when she came out, right? She was dressed, she put her shoes on and shit. And I believe she asked me for something. She asked me for a blunt or something. And I had a pack of cigars on the table. I was like, this one the cigar, but you know what I'm saying? You get the single swishers and shit. She like, let me get one of them cigars. I said, yeah, you can have one. You know what I'm saying? She sat there and rolled the weed or whatever. And goddamn, the whole time, you know what I'm saying? The homie didn't even come out the room. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What the hell this is? I don't know if I'm being sat up or what. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about that. I'm like, man, this shit crazy, man. So in my mind, I'm like, man, this ain't that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to being around nice girls all the time. Right. So she like, yeah. She was like, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So I opened the door. I stood in the doorway, made sure she got in her car and pulled out. Cause you know what I'm saying? We don't need that happen to your ass leaving here. You know what I'm saying? Um, she pulled, right? So check this out. One particular night, right? This when the game changed. One particular night, right? He called, the homie called my phone. I'm looking at the phone like, damn, what the fuck going on? He like, hey, bro, I'm gonna call K. Hey, bro, K on the way over there. I said, okay. I said, who is K? Because I didn't even know her name. You know what I'm saying? That's how I don't even need to know your name if you over here with the homie. You know what I'm saying? So he described her. I said, oh, okay. You know, we was in the living room looking at TV. You know, I went to the door, opened up the door for her that night, you remember? I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Now, reason of him sending her to me, because I'm the only one in the spot, and I'm the only one who got the weed right now. She needs some weed to smoke. She going out, right? I said, okay, cool, I'm here. But them niggas was out having fun. I was in the spot, out chilling, right? It's the weekend, though. Knock on the door. Doom, 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 doom. She came to the burglar bar, right? I was gonna serve her through the burglar bar. Man, she told me straight up, she was like, man, don't try me like that, cause I done been in here. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I was like, cool, you know what I'm saying? She had one of her homegirls with her, whatever. You know, I was laughing and shit. And I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? You know, she said, I'm good. She said, you know, homie called you and told you, I ain't gonna say it, and you know, I'm just gonna say homie. Homie called you and told you I was coming. I said, yeah, of course I knew you were coming. I was looking at the camera, I seen when you pulled up. Right. So, yeah, she like, let me get a half. I said, okay. You know, like, you try, like I'm finna say, hold up, let me go get her right quick. I'll be right back type shit. Nah, bitch. I mean, you know, I ain't trying to call no bitch. Excuse my figure of speech, y'all. But, yeah, man, you know, slick trial nigga, like, I'm like, okay. You know, at this time, Zip was 200 almost. Yeah, I was selling mine for like 200. And so you want to have, that's $100. She said, okay. Goddamn, she was in her purse, goddamn, she had a bankroll on her. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if she, you know, I slick felt like she was showing me the money. Like, nigga, I got some money, nigga. I like, bitch, I got some weed. So let's make the business shake. You know what I'm saying? But this when the game changed, y'all. This when the game changed. Now, mind y'all, this motherfucker short, chocolate, she thick, you know what I'm saying? She the cute face, she that, right? How pretty. cute smile, tongue ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. I'm standing there. I turn around. I done served her. She done gave me the money. I turn around. My phone go off. A message. Right. I'm looking at my phone. She take my phone out my hand. I'm like, what you doing? This girl put her number in my phone. Not only did she put my number in her phone, she hit call on that motherfucker so she could have my number. Her homegirl would have like, yeah, that nigga fine. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like in my head, I'm like, what the fuck done happened, bro? I'm like, she just didn't do that. Then she turned around with the sense of walking out the door. I opened the door, here, let her out. She gonna tell me use the number. I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. But back then though, I didn't know nothing about no block and all that shit. Cause if I would have known that, I probably would have blocked them. But boy, y'all gotta watch part 2. It's finna get crazy with this girl, man. Make sure you guys click like and subscribe and join the Royal family, man. Part 2 on the way.